As the carriers of the 7 deadly darknesses, the Foretellers were named after the 7 deadly sins. But do they really embody those sins? I'm not really all that sure. There's a chance that those are just the names or designations of the 7 deadly darknesses they're willingly harboring? But even if so, is there also a reason they got what they got? Let's start with our main man, Luxu. He's supposed to be named after the sin of lust, and immediately my brain goes to those Orgy 13 fan comics. Particularly Demi's question, in which Vexen warns Demix that Xigbar is probably full of syphilis because no one knows where he's been. I mentioned before that Xigbar was the shipper on deck in my Sexion and Raven fanfiction video. He just seemed like the type to tease and or encourage people who are in a relationship. The Master of Masters seems like he has a twisted sense of humor, so Luxu might be asexual for all I know. And we stand that here. Gula is named after the sin of gluttony. Maybe he's hungry for power, or merely young, scrappy, and hungry, and he's not throwing away his shot. Otherwise, I don't know what he would be overindulging in. I didn't find a lot of information on the Foretellers in any of the wikis, so I don't have much to go on. He's a loner, except for the fact that he likes Abba. Abba is short for avarice, the sin of greed. Is it really that greedy to want to save as many people as possible, though? Especially in a contrived war such as this. If playing her role meant not showing up alongside everyone else at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, maybe she even sacrificed herself. The Master told Luxu he'd reappear once Luxu gathered everyone, but with her absence it probably didn't work, and that's why he's in Quadratum still. Or he's a liar. Envy is envy, and she appears to be similar to Aqua. Aqua said a line about friendship between boys almost making her jealous. They both take their master's word as gospel, as envy would not abide anyone going against or contradicting the Master of Masters. Ira is wrath, but Aset has the anger management issues. Neither one of them seems slothful. Does either one of them like to nap? Xigbar sure does. Ira is described as solemn, to the Master's derision. Aset is described as adamant, to the detriment of the other Foretellers. They're voiced by Matt Mercer and Travis Willingham in the English dub, so my critter heart rejoices. And the Master of Masters is Pride. He probably told Xehanort his name was something pride-based, though we still don't know what that is. I guess that's pretty self-explanatory, since he seems to think his ideas are just the best. Like Xehanort/Xemnas, he turned his followers into vessels and changed their names. I still fail to see how he can be a sympathetic villain, but there's still a lot we don't know. He's pretty unstable if you ask me, and Luxu seems not far behind. He set Xehanort on the path to darkness by giving him a black coat and told Luxu to support Xehanort's plan. I would need more than a just trust me on this one, but the Foretellers are probably in a toxic relationship with their master and therefore have no choice but to trust him rather than think for themselves, to varying degrees of course. There's also the supposition that the Foretellers do embody the 7 heavenly virtues in order to counteract the 7 deadly sins of the darknesses. We should also consider the additional sin of vanity, which I'm guessing is vanitas, so Ven would have to be the opposite of that. That's plausible, right? That's all I've got for today. But tune in next time and I'll be talking about another Kingdom Hearts topic. Cheers.
That Keyblade does have an eye in it. My eye, to be exact. Ew! For real?